Hey, one and all, how are you this lovely Saturday afternoon, almost evening here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada? It's February 1st. Here, let me share this out on YouTube, from YouTube on Twitch and Facebook. Uh, Sharing this out from YouTube on Facebook and Twitter. And then we'll do it for Hey, Nighthawk. Oh, the Mike's. Yeah, probably for God Squad. Um, just give me a sec. I'm sharing out on my Twitch stream out as well. Uh, how are you, Nighthawk? Just give me a second. I will be with you. Share that out. Now I just gotta get myself in the right category, which is art. Done. Hey, Metal, how are you? Gary's trying to tighten on Mike's show. Cool. When's the Campbell Shield end? At the moment, there's 5 more days. I will be extending it, but it's nice to say it ends in 5 days. That way, people feel a rush to get it. I'm doing fine. Resting up from some heavy duty landscaping yesterday. Heavy duty landscaping. Then I'm gonna get to drawing some panels. So what's everybody up to today? Well, Metal said what he's been up to. Okay, so we're supposed to draw Cult of Raven as a detective. And it looks like only 2 people entered my contest. Nobody got to doing their version of the Canadian Shield. Supposed to be I'm making up my version of drawing a Cult of Raven member as a detective. Hey, do you know some things? No, I was not able to get on. I would have liked to. I need the money. That's for sure. Since Ethan was buying a whole bunch of stuff up, if I got on, I was gonna try and sell him that for $80. But I'm gonna be doing my auction this Thursday. I put it out there on Twitter. Pinned it to the top of my thing. Also, another one that I might have tried to get him with is that's one of Kyle Ritter's characters. I thought he might might buy that. But before EVS came in, I was preparing to go with my All Might. Yeah. Well, technically, give me a sec. Um, I'm thinking I might extend it another month. The contest because only 2 people entered. If I extended it another month, make your own Canadian Shield. I think that would give anybody here more time. Well, obviously, technically more time. But do you think in that time you could get your version in? D Levels All Things says, I think EVS said he'll run another auction in April and try to get on mics too. Technically, the contest was supposed to end at the end of this month, like yesterday, midnight. Well, the end, basically about what, 18 hours ago. No, Nighthawk. In this case, you don't need reference because you're making your version of the Canadian Shield. What he looks like. Hey, Chuck, how are you? What he looks like, his powers, his history. That's up to you. Not you're not drawing mine that you see here. How are you, Chuck? That's what the contest was all about. And the winner is going to get theirs made up into a trading card for the campaign. Okay. And you got to give a little bit of background, like I said, what his powers are going to be, and all that. So the thing is, nobody has to be the best drawer in the world. If need be, I will redraw. So, well, that's good. So maybe I will extend the deadline out a little. And make sure you're hitting the like button and sharing this out as well. My version is from 2099. Cool, cool. Yeah, I was on Drawn and Quartered the other night. Did a few different 2099 versions. Female Canadian Shield from 2099, regular one, and a robotic one. But, you know, I'm sure yours will be different, which is good. You know, that's what I'm wanting to see. Different stuff, people's ideas. So, so can so there is. They were calling this the Buckler Bot, but I made a robot version for some reason. You see the shield there. See the maple leaf, and I put the shield inside the maple leaf. Made shields as knees. Took the maple leaf and did the top of it there, the sides there. I guess the hand would be the stem. Of course, although this would be probably be a full maple leaf all the way around. As you're looking at it there, you see half, and it looks like half on each foot, but it'd probably be all the way around. And of course, there's a male version, you know, on some sort of airboard maple leaf thing. Muscles, shooters, maple, make the maple leafs into gauntlets and shooters, shooting out something. And of course, it did a female Canadian Shield, gender bent, but it was supposed to be 2099, so we could great granddaughter. And then again, you see the shield, and you see the maple leaf into her gloves are made, the ends are made into the top of the maple leaf. Same with her boots and her thing there. Um, I was meaning it as a mask, I believe, not a tattoo, but you could probably do a tattoo, but a mask is easier to remove, so gender bent shield. Don't tempt me. Hey, Elric, for his version of the shield, did a gender bender. He's saying Canadian Shield Chan. Hey, Elric. Speaking of Elric, the next series of this comic should be the female version. I'm not sure what you mean, Nighthawk. Giving a backstory to that version. Oh, eventually, yeah, I might use it for something. My next comic after Canadian Shield out is hey Jim Crockett is oh sorry to hear that Ulrich. I'll be praying for you. Yeah, she'd probably live around 2099. Oh, right now the Cult of Raven has a contest on creating making a detective out of one of the people in it, and I am doing um, Evan Hotep. Uh, yeah, my grandmother died. I know it's not quite the same thing, but my grandmother died several years ago, over 20 years ago, and she had Alzheimer's. So uh, I know a little bit of the feeling there, Ulrich. My grandfather on my dad's side had dementia when he died too. So yeah, I gotta type that up. I'll type that up probably tomorrow. Um, Ulrich, what would you think for everybody here then? What would you think of extending the deadline? I know the deadline was supposed to be the end of yesterday. Um, but since we only got two entries, what would you think about extending the deadline for it? I'm asking you guys, I haven't asked Raggedy. Obviously ask Raggedy if he comes by. Okay, so you don't mind if I extend. I don't. Yeah, it's not fun to see what happens to someone with dementia. Uh, yeah, unfortunately, the worst part with somebody with dementia or Alzheimer's, it's more worse for the family than it is for the person with it, in my opinion, because you have to suffer through them not knowing who you are and all that. And then you have to see them slowly lose control of everything. Yeah, my mom. Yeah, it is. My mom and I took care of him for 5 years before we had to put him in a home. Wow. I'm definitely sorry to hear that. How long was he in a home for Ulrich? If you don't mind me asking. About 2 years. So yeah, it's about 7 years you had to deal with the dementia. Yeah, I think for my grandmother, Alzheimer's, we probably had close to that. She was in a home for about the last year of her life, and it was only after my grandfather died that she ended up getting put in a home. Trying to combine the detective motif with a slight Egyptian motif. Well, that's good that he went peacefully. As far as I know, my grandmother did too. My grandfather died. Well, he broke his hip. We had to. Me and my mom were looking after him and my grandmother in their apartment for a little while. And then about 2 months after he got home after surgery and therapy, he died. But I think well, no, he didn't die right away. He went into the hospital, and about 2 weeks after that, he died. Um, my mom thinks he was slowly getting either dementia or thing, but it wasn't proven. I think Evan is the most drawn character for this contest. I've seen the the odds are Cat will pass up past that by time. I've seen see all the entries collected. But I wouldn't mind if you but I wouldn't mind if you extend the contest. Um, but I wouldn't mind if you extend the contest. It'd be cool to see if there's more than two different versions of the Canadian Shield. Yeah, well, that happened like 20 years ago for me, Ulrich. So it's still a bit sad, but That happened when I was like 96, 97, I think. My one grandparent went 1 year, the one went the next on my mom's side. Yeah, I'd like to see more than two different versions of it. And like I said, if anybody do your best job of the art, either me or somebody else will spruce it up if it needs that. I'm drawing Evan myself here, so trying to find the Egyptian stuff. Hey, Fire, how are you? Okay, so yeah, okay. That's good. Uh, so what are you up to today, Fire? Besides watching me do my Cult of Raven entry for detective, which I'm gonna have to scan in here. Uh, Egyptian. Oh, oh, 750? That's gone up since the last time I checked. Let's see. Oh, cool. Yes. Awesome. Seeing if I can see whether I recognize the latest. Oh, cool. Yep, I do recognize the latest person. Yeah, slowly getting up there. And Elric, you still have the link, right, for the buckler for to get it for $5 whenever you can afford that in the next month or whatever. Yeah, no problem, Elric. I understand, especially with things going on for you. Because I know you were saying about wanting to get that, and I just want to make sure that you got the link so you have the choice of getting it for the $5. So what else is what do we got to talk? Anybody see the second episode of Picard? Anybody watch that yet besides myself? Make sure you hitting the like, sharing this out, letting everybody know I'm here. I know you haven't seen it. It's not. I don't think it's shaping up too bad. Not minding, it's way better than Discovery. My one friend points out there would be no Picard if there was no Discovery. I think I could have handled not having Discovery. Don't have much of an interest in it, but definitely not in that. But definitely not. Hey, Bianca! Bianca fights the zombies. Aloha. Let's see. Don't have much interest in it, but definitely not enough until to catch it until the season end. If I hear the ride is entertaining for most of the season, then I'll check it out. Cool, cool. And how are you, Bianca? I think it's Bianca. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That's, right now, I'm not sure whether you've heard of the cult of Raven, but they're having a contest going on to create a mummy out of one of their, no, a detective out of one of their characters. And the guy that usually comes into my chat, Evan Hotep, is part of it. I have a few members of Cult of Raven that come in here, and I am. And, oh yeah, I've put up a couple updates for the campaign too. There's a couple extra colored pages now on thing. Now let me put a link in the chat for that. For anybody looking for the link, although it is in the description here on YouTube. You can see off on the side there my cover and John's cover. I gotta come up with a little bit of a profile, which I'll probably do after I'm done here. And it looks like for those that want to get in on the contest of creating your own Canadian shield and getting it made into a trading card for the campaign, it looks like I'm going to be extending that till the end of February. So you can create your own Canadian shield. Say, tell his own. You create what his powers are, what his look is. You know, it doesn't have to be the best art. Worst case scenario is I draw it up a little better than what it was. You know, just as long as you can get the thing across and, you know, powers, you know. You know, somebody might want to do a Canadian shield that is maybe a little bit more aligned with the name, because the name does come from um, whatchamacallit, geological formation that's been named the Canadian Shield. So maybe an Earth-based power Canadian Shield. Rocks and stuff. Dirt, sort of like maybe like Geoforce. Metal says my profile was that I was short on money and started taking on detective work without a proper license, which may or may not have a base in reality. Interesting profile for sure. There, Metal. Honestly, I was thinking of a shield that used nature to fight. No, that'd be a good one. If you want to do it up, fire and enter it in. Like I said, it doesn't have to be the best artwork. You know, like I said, you probably got an extra month now to put it in. And as you notice for Detective Hotep here, I did tried to combine the fedora with one of those Egyptian hats. So I'm not sure how good of an artist you are or not. I have I'm a horrible artist. Oh, that's all right. I uploaded some pics to Discord a while ago. Oh, okay. Here, let me check that out. So, where did you put them, Fire? Or are you talking for the whatchamacallit? You uploaded pics for the Cult of Raven contest? Oh yeah, and I'm going to be on Crypto Comics tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Living in Cairo, Egypt. Cairo, Egypt. I'm spelling it wrong. Mr. Hotep went on a tour How do you spell tour? TOUR of the pyramids and ended up getting stuck in one and had to get out using deductive reasoning. Oh, well, okay, is this for the cult of Raven or for Luxor greater than Cairo? Yeah, the probably. Evan Hotep is a scalar. Which ones are your? Which one is yours? Uh, Fire. Do I know which? After getting out of the pyramid. Okay, so how far? Okay, right now my time is 6:59. When you hear this, tell me what time it is. I want to know what we got as a delay. Uh, Mr. Hotep decides to become a private PI. 9:15. Okay, so okay, so there's seconds and quite a few seconds, but it's not more than a minute, so I think that's good. Uh, I decided to come. There, so there's our profile. Living in Cairo, Egypt, Mr. Hotep went on a tour of the pyramids and ended up getting stuck in one. And to get out, and he used deductive reasoning to get out, and had to get out using deductive reasoning. After getting out of the pyramid, Mr. Hotep decides to become a PI with a flair for ancient Egypt. There. So there is that done. Okay. Do you see the dates when these were put up? Thank you. Okay, so fire, you're probably hearing this way after the fact. You might want to check to make sure your stream is caught up because right in the middle is about pretty much caught up. I'm not sure there's probably 10 seconds difference instead of like 3, 4. Okay, 10, 10. Brother Raggedy. Was that the mermaid one, Fire? Or am I looking in the wrong section? So I don't know what to do now. I got this. I need to scan it, put it in. Probably actually type this out. Um, so I've been going for about an hour and 14 minutes here, hour and 15 minutes. I got this done. I don't think there's anything else I need to do today. So thanks everybody for stopping by, watching. Hope you're liking what you are seeing. I'm not sure what else to say. Um, like I said, I'm going to be on Crypto Comics tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I guess we will see you then. Bye for now. God bless. Love y'all.